I don't understand why he would do that blog and then clown me the way he clowned me. Like he was literally making fun of me and belittling what I do for the culture, man. You know, it was one incident that happened and you piled in all of this, you know, negativity and embarrassing shit you were saying about me. Like we see each other as all love, man. Y'all saw the video. You know, I see these guys out in Miami and I'm congratulating them on what they doing and, you know, and shit like that. And then, you know, I'm okay. Some shit happened over the weekend. I was a part of it. It was a big thing, I guess. But why you got to add all the hoopla and, you know, and just clowning me, man, and belittling me? That I wouldn't even address the whole Hitman shit. I got to address all of it now. But I wouldn't even addressed it if you didn't clown me in the blog, fam. Now, like that shit is corny, and I'm disappointed, little bit hurt that it came from somebody like that. That, you know, I got your number, you got my number, and now, I'm all right with the blog.
But before this though, you and Vada never had no ill.
Never. This is my water right here. Yeah. Never. I've never said anything bad about him. He's never said anything bad about me. It's like, why did you go to that extreme to make me, to belittle me and make me look that way, man? I'm disappointed, man. And the truth is, man, before I sat down and said I'm gonna do this, man, so many things was running through my head. Like I wanted to fire back at you, and you know, but that's not even me. Like I can't even conjure up the the energy to say fuck Vada Fly. You know, he ain't shit. Yeah, I'm disappointed. Disappointed at the clowning. That's it. We're gonna break down everything that you've said in the blog, and I'm gonna call this the only disrespectful thing I'm gonna say to you in your "Girl, let me tell you what I heard" blog, because that's what I feel like that is. You've heard some shit from, I don't know if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different people. You heard it. You didn't call me to even verify if some of that shit was true. You just went ahead and just took it upon yourself to just clown me. I am not perfect. I do some fucked up shit by mistake in the culture, might ask the wrong questions, whatever the case may be, but I'm the coolest motherfucker that anybody in this motherfucker knows. In my real life, I'm just a cool dude. I give mad respect to everybody. So for you to come at me like that, man, it hurt, man. It was real disrespectful, bro. And like I said, you could have did the blog, but damn, bro. So middle seat? Never. For the record, never the middle seat. Let's break it down so people can understand, you know, how even the shit that he was saying. Let's go.
So first and foremost, he allegedly said that he heard this story from 2 different, you know, people.
He said 2 different people.
He said 2 different people, all right. And they were adding up, you know, together. So, he said that you didn't have credentials and you didn't speak to the boss or nobody, and you went to the event knowing, you know, directly that nobody wanted you there. But I kind of want to start from the beginning.
Okay.
Because you had people at the face-off.
Right.
Okay.
Let's
talk about.
I had Steve that usually.
Let's talk about from the beginning of you actually. First of all, do you even get credentials? How does it usually work for you when you go to events? Do you call ahead of time? Do you, you know, just show up like I'm here? Like, can you tell the people exactly what usually happens when, you know?
95% of the time, I don't have to call up. When I go, it's just, and what's the word? What's the word when you expect something? And it's wrong to do that. Entitled. Sometimes, I ain't gonna lie to you, sometimes I feel entitled, but not in a negative way. It's just like, I've been doing this for so long. It's like you just go to the event and most of the time it's like your name is on the list already. You know what I mean? So yeah. So like I say, I hate to use the word entitlement, but you know, it'd be like this.
So
yeah, I don't usually have to call in, but if I've never been to the, if I don't know the people at the venue, the league owner or whatever, I will call ahead, say, yo, I'm gonna pull up if it's all right, and it's always like, yo, of course, come on through. So yeah.
All right, cool. Now, at what point do you find out that the boss is running the show, basically? You know, nobody's calling Hitman, everybody's calling the boss. At what point do you know, and then what was the original communication between y'all?
Okay, so I found out that there was a face-off. And once I found out there was a face-off going on, I called my man Steve, because Steve lives in Atlanta. And, you know, so he's usually privy to that information. He found out, you know, yada, 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 and he was told that we had to get in touch with the boss. The boss was actually, you know, running all of that, you know, for me to get the address and all that. So I got a number, called her up, yada, 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 spoke to her. She gave me the address. asked for his name, put his name on the list so he can actually come to the face-offs. So he went to the face-offs. You know, so any footage y'all see from the face-off, that was my man Steve. He did the face-off because I was in Jersey. I forget what we were doing.
DNA wrestling event.
Oh, we had the DNA wrestling thing that day. Was it actually an event?
Yeah, it was the day.
Okay, so it was the day that DNA was throwing his wrestling event at the station. So I was there. Yes. So, so I call her and we chop it up. And she, in that phone call, she told me, she's like, "Yo," I said, "What about the actual event?" So she said, "The actual event, you gotta buy a ticket." So, of course, me, you know, Mr. Entitlement, I'm like, I got to buy a ticket? She was like, yeah. I was like, all right. So, you know, I'm not going to argue about it. And it's Hitman, and I already know, you know, I'm not Hitman's favorite guy. So, no problem. We'll get a ticket.
Now, we'll talk about Hitman later because we need to get down to the bottom of that. But let's stay on the event shit first.
But let's mention this also. Like, at that point is the first chance somebody could have said, I don't want you at the event. Yeah, I know Hitman don't fuck with me like that. But that doesn't tell me I can't come to the event. I can't buy a ticket and go to the event and, you know, watch the event, yada, yada, yada. So.
Okay. So.
I got cotton mouth
like so, like, next thing I guess I could say is, all right, boom. The event starts coming up. You know, you're doing promo for the event. You're doing everything, whatever. You don't get the ticket. Why didn't you get the ticket? Like, you know, because you're taking accountability for the ticket or no?
100%.
Like, okay.
I didn't get the ticket.
Okay, yeah.
But, and again, like, I'm not used to it. I promise you, this is the first time in the 15 years that I had to get a ticket. So it wasn't literally on my mind. And there's a possibility I'm thinking to myself, like, you know what? I'm going to get there. They're going to let me in, right? It's not the money either. Let's keep that a thousand. I don't mind paying $50, $100, whatever it's going to cost me to get a ticket. If that's what I have to do, that's what I'm going to have to do. And then I figure maybe I'll get there, buy it at the door, whatever the case may be. But that didn't happen.
Okay.
They announced that it was sold out. I've been to 633,000 sold out events. And I've always gotten in. So again, if it's that fucking entitlement thing, man, I apologize to the fans and myself for even thinking, you know, of the entitlement shit.
Okay.
Corny. So I got too used to that. I guess I got too comfortable, but we can go on.
So you ain't get the ticket. And then what's like the communication when you at the event on Friday for the press conference? Like,
well,
did you have any interaction?
Let me say this.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off because we're skipping something I want to make sure I mention too. I did an interview with Geechee before the event. During that interview, you know, I even mentioned, you know, sold out event, yada, yada, yada. And I asked Geechee, I was like, yo, I didn't get a ticket. And they saying, you know, you got to have a ticket to get in. I slipped and I didn't get the ticket. I said, am I good with you? And anybody could go watch the interview. I should have put that in there. And Geechee, like, not to, like, you know, verify Geechee like that, but he said I was good with him. I can get in with him. So I took that and ran with it, right? I'm good. And even after the interview, I told Geechee, yo, I wasn't playing. I really need to get in because I don't have a ticket.
Okay.
So we established that. So now I'm like, okay, I'm good. I can get into the event.
Okay.
I didn't want to leave that part out.
All right.
Which is, again, making me feel comfortable enough to say, like, I'm going to the event.
Yeah.
All right.
So you and Geechee got a relationship like before, like, you know, you ain't just like asking a battle rapper like, yo, I need a favor. Like, you and Geechee have a relationship?
That's my guy.
Okay.
That's my guy.
Yeah. All right. So boom, fast forward, you good, you know, you think you good. Now, when you get there, like what happens when you get there? You know, like, cause there's a press conference the night before. I seen you did a couple interviews. What happens, you know, when you get there? What's the interactions like between, do you see Hitman? Do you not see Hitman?
Yeah, well, first I go to check into the hotel. And again, let's make this clear of the whole, why would you go to an event that you know you can't get in and nobody wants you there? That's why. Because then nobody told me that I couldn't go to the event, that I couldn't get into the event. I was not privy to that. Nobody. I talked to the boss. She just told me I needed to get a ticket. If there was a problem, at least if she know, she could have told me then, yo, Hitman don't want you there. I would not have went through the shit that I went through. Probably would have still pulled up because that's what I do. I don't mind getting interviews outside. It was a nice day, going to be a nice day. So I wouldn't mind if I had to watch it on the pay-per-view and then get my interviews outside. That's just what I do. Been doing it for a long time. URL has not allowed us into events before, especially in Cali, you know, so we won't get into all that. But that's happened to me before where we couldn't get into the event. We post up outside and then we do the interviews. It's happened to us. No big deal. And to clown me for being outside like that it's what we do, man. It's part of the job. It's just part of the job. You accept that and move on. And y'all see the clip I put in the beginning? That's what I do. While I'm out here doing that, you sitting at home grabbing content from my channel so you could talk about it in your blog. Damn, I didn't want to be disrespectful. I apologize for even saying that, but let's keep it a buck. If I'm not outside getting that content...
Freeze, motherfucker! Dude, give me all your money.
I have nothing.
Come on. If I'm not outside getting that content, belittling myself and making it available for people to laugh at me and make jokes about me outside, still getting interviews. Nobody told me I couldn't come to the event. Nobody told me I couldn't get in. And nobody told me that the whole weekend. Let's keep going and we'll finish off on that story. Yeah. So let's go.
So now the boss, you know, do you see Hitman and the boss at the day before at
Friday, the day of
the press conference.
Face-off, the press conference, I don't see Hitman until later that night.
Okay.
But I see the boss when I'm checking in.
Okay.
And I said to her, you know, jokingly, you know, and kind of like checking the temperature.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, I didn't get a ticket. I didn't get around to get a chance to get a ticket. And she told me, and this is 90% verbatim. Oh, damn, Uncle Ra, don't be one of those guys that I have to tell can't get in because they ain't got a ticket. There's a lot of people, people,
VIPs,
VIP, a lot of popular people, important people that I'm not going to allow to let get in because they don't have tickets.
Okay.
Again, not Uncle Rod, doesn't matter if you had a ticket or not, you can't get in. That's not what was told to me. Uncle Rod, like, she thought I was playing that I didn't have a ticket.
Okay.
Again, another opportunity, somebody could have said, I'm in Atlanta. I live in Jersey. Everybody knows that. You know.
Yeah.
All right? So why am I in Atlanta? Tell me I can't get into the event. Nothing else ever happens.
Okay.
Because now I know,
So
right?
now the night before.
For the record, I'm trying to hold my anger because I'm mad.
Nah, you
Let's
good,
get him.
Good. Now, as far as you seeing her or him at the press conference / face-offs the day before, what was the interaction like between them? Did anybody tell you you can't do interviews? Did they say that they don't want your content? Like what?
No.
What was the interaction like?
So at the press conference, I'm fine. I'm doing whatever. I interviewed J2 after his I got an interview. Steve was with me, so Steve did an interview. I'm getting content. It's a regular night for me. I interviewed Geechee after his face off and everything too. Excuse me. So it's a regular night before the event type of thing. And I see Hitman inside after his face off, and I literally, because again, let's back a little bit, and I'm not gonna tell too much of the story about Hitman, but we'll get there. I know Hitman don't rock with me like that. I get that. I understand that. I saw the tweet he put out. You know, that's why I don't do interviews with Uncle Rock. Okay, I had a couple people, you know, throughout my years have that feeling, and then it disappeared, and you know, we went on and on. So when I saw him at the face off, I went up to him and I was like, "Yo, my man, could I get like 5 minutes, man, so we could talk?" Because please, people understand, I don't know why Hitman feels the way he feels.
Still right now?
Still to this day. Now, literally, Flav told me about an interview, a Spaces that he did. And Flav is trying to find the timestamp where it is so he can let me know. Because I don't watch all the Spaces. It's not my cup of tea. But he's going to send that to me. But I don't know why. You know what I mean? Do I have to save the Big Gerald, the Cinnamon, the show out interviews that I do? Do I wait till I explain the whole Hitman situation, or can I tell that now?
Nah, go ahead. You've done interviews with his family, with his girl.
Right.
You know, yeah,
his
that's
father,
what you're talking
his
about.
brother.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, I get it. He's mad about something, but I don't know what.
Okay. So you what? So now you see him.
I see
you
him.
try to talk to him, and what's the response?
It's like, nah, I ain't got nothing to say to you, and that might not be verbatim, but that's pretty much in the line of where he just didn't want to talk to me.
Now, does he
didn't
say,
want to give me 5 minutes to talk about?
Does he say, yo, like, I don't want you here?
No.
Does he say you can't get in the event tomorrow?
No. He just says he didn't want to have a conversation with me.
Does he say you can't film?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So again,